To Nashville now, where new video shows the aftermath just moments after that bomb went off in downtown on Christmas morning. The Nashville Police Department sharing nearly 13 minutes of body cam video from Officer Michael Sippos walking through the rubble of 2nd Avenue. He was one of the 6 officers who worked to evacuate people from their homes, efforts that authorities say undoubtedly saved lives. That explosion rocking the city of Nashville. Investigators now searching for clues about why Anthony Quinn Werner set off that bomb. Tonight, as they comb through hundreds of tips, a neighbor says he heard chilling words from Werner just days before the explosion. News Nation correspondent Tom NEGOVAN live for us in Nashville tonight with the latest. Tom?
Right, Joe, and Nashville police releasing that new video to us within about the last 90 minutes. Metro Nashville police say that officer was issued a body camera just days before the explosion, letting us see what he saw.
So you're not doing anything wrong, okay? You're not in trouble, but there is something serious happening down the road.
Officer Michael Sippos' body camera shows police calmly getting people off the street to safety. They've heard the announcement blaring from a speaker inside this white RV, warning of a bomb. The officer goes back to his squad car, likely to put on his body armor, when the FBI today releasing a more recent photo of Anthony Werner as they appeal for fresh leads. Investigators say tips played a big role in getting them this far.
The calls that came in from the public were absolutely key to the identification, at least with a name.
Among the latest video releases from Nashville police, this shot from one of their own cameras showing one of their officers, James Wells, turning away from the blast site seconds before the explosion that rocked Middle Tennessee Christmas morning.
The whole building shook.
Tonight, munitions experts are weighing in, suggesting it was likely a large amount of a low-grade explosive that did this. Military grade, they say, is just too hard to come by. 3 days later, evidence techs are still at the scene, picking through the rubble for the tiniest shred of evidence. They're also looking into the life of the accused bomb maker who died in the blast, the only one killed. His remains, identified by DNA, matched to one of his few close relatives. Investigators say his mother has been helpful. Anthony Quinn Werner was 63. We know he wasn't married, had no children, lived quietly, working in IT and with alarm systems. He was not on the radar of law enforcement. His neighborhood quiet as well today. Antioch, just 10 miles from downtown Nashville, was swarmed by federal agents over the weekend. Residents stunned by this, including one who tells the Associated Press that days before the blast, Anthony Werner casually mentioned that Nashville was never going to forget him. Jacqueline, knowing what you know now, what are your thoughts?
That makes a big difference. Yeah, I need to pay attention more to my neighbors, I guess, yeah.
And back to that new video from the police body camera. On it, you can hear the officers discussing that perhaps the AT&T transmission building was a target, and that tonight remains a focus of the investigation. There was a warning about the impending blast, even a countdown to the explosion, and that tells investigators the intent was likely to do a lot of damage, but not to kill. Live in Nashville, Tom NEGOVAN, News Nation.